We have Rajan Rajgopal today, a long history in the semiconductor industry, including Micron, Global Foundries, Texas Instruments, Chartered Semiconductor. And so without taking up any more of your time, Rajan, please tell us what's new at DenseLight Semiconductors.
Hey, thanks, Tom. Good morning to everybody. This is Rajan Rajgopal from DenseLight Semiconductors. Today, I'm going to talk to you about our end-to-end platform agnostic laser solutions. DenseLight at a glance. We are a company that provides a one-stop design and manufacturing solutions for optoelectronic devices as well as integrated photonic solutions. We have over 100 people who are innovative manufacturing technologists. We're from 11 different nationalities, 2 sites worldwide, but 1 global R&D team here based here in Singapore. We have over 150 customers in 26 countries, and the main markets that we serve are the Datacom, Telecom space, biomedical, instrumentation, industrial, defense and security, and of course the data center space. We are an innovative Singapore-based company. We are providing state-of-the-art products and solutions. And we have some proprietary IP tech, in both the process as well as the design technology that, allows for what is called a hybrid integrated solution. Some of the key milestones and evolution of DenseLight. We were founded in year 2000 with some private equity investment. The fab was really brought up in 2001. And by the time we got our first products out, which was a Telecordia compliant SLED, which is a 14-pin butterfly package in 2003. All the way up to 2008, DenseLight was producing various different laser-based products, including a G984 compliant GPON ONU transceiver, as well as a narrow linewidth laser. And then, of course, in 2008, the company had to switch gears a little bit because of the financial crisis. The company became more and more R&D focused, got some contracts from DARPA, as well as the Singapore local defense department called DSO. And then in 2016, it was acquired by a publicly listed company out of Canada called POET Technologies, who was also a startup company in the area of gallium arsenide, and they wanted an indium phosphide based portfolio. And then for the last 3 years, we've been developing some products along with POET. And then that development effort completed, and at the end of 2019, DenseLight again became an independent company, and it was spun off as an independent company. We have a global presence. We were primarily a Singapore-based company, but we recently opened up a office in Shanghai. We are a completely vertically integrated volume manufacturing company that has wafer fabrication, testing, packaging, as well as MOCVD. Our 2 platforms are indium phosphide as well as gallium arsenide. And we have developed some technology in the recent years to do silicon photonics flip chip bonding capability that I'll talk about a little bit later in the presentation. We have a very rich IP portfolio with over 65 patents, and we have a fully functional equipped clean room of around 15,000 square feet. And you can see the picture. We're a standalone facility here in the eastern part of Singapore, right by the airport. DenseLight has 2 main portfolios. One is our traditional photonic sensing portfolio. So this is what the company was founded on. And sensing, fiber optic sensing is basically used in guidance and navigation, test and measurement, LiDAR systems, medical and healthcare, as well as oil and gas. And then more recently, we have developed products for the data communication industry for obvious reasons. We see obviously data communication as exploding as a result of the internet, as well as the data center penetration, as well as the transition from 4G to 5G. Just in terms of our products in the sensing market, so in the test and measurement area, which is, I would say, by far the largest sensing market, so things like OTDR, fiber Bragg rating sensing, gas sensing, metrology. We have several products that cater to that application space. Things like edge emitting, light emitting diodes, 16 XX FP as well as DFB lasers, external cavity lasers, as well as low DOP ASE boxes that all service the test and measurement area. The medical field, which over the last 20 years has really transformed medical imaging in the whole area of OCT, as well as in a newer area of continuous glucose monitoring. So we make sensors that are applied in these areas also. An up-and-coming area is the LiDAR space, both on the wind LiDAR side as well as the automotive LiDAR, which I would say in the next 3 to 4 years is probably going to become the #1 application for fiber optic sensing. And then we have a product that is applied both on the butterfly, using the butterfly module, which is a fiber Bragg rating module, as well as the at a box level with some integrated electronics to produce a narrow line with laser. And then, of course, on the automotive LiDAR side, we are producing customized semiconductor optical amplifiers as well as gain chips that will then go into LiDAR systems to be used in autonomous vehicles. Another big area in the last 5 years has been structural health monitoring. This is, really adaptable to what is called smart cities, fiber optic sensing, transport sensing, as well as structural integrity monitoring. So several of our products are used in these applications. Guidance and navigation has always been a very steady market for us. So in producing fiber optic gyroscope, as well as more recently in industrial robots. And then, of course, lastly, the distributed acoustic sensing, which is used in railway networks, oil pipe security, as well as a really new and upcoming area called perimeter security or asset security. So these are our products in the sensing market. The new market focus for us is in the telecom and data center, and I think this is a little bit of a busy picture, but as you can see, there are several parts of the sensing or telecommunication and data communication network, including the metro optical networks, fiber to the home, fiber front haul and back haul networks, enterprise local area networks, as well as, of course, data centers. So DenseLight produces products that can be applied to any of these areas. So specifically, some of the products, particularly for coherent transceiver business, we produce DML and CW lasers, as well as 25G and 50G 4-channel detectors. And these can all be adapted for any platform, either the silicon photonics or what is called an LMP platform, or our ex-owner POET Technologies. They've developed their own interposer platform. So this is the PIC optical solutions, and of course the 5G network, which uses high-powered CW lasers, as well as the 25G CTEMP and ITEMP based CWDM6, as well as and DML lasers. And of course, these then go into what are called direct detect components, commonly known as the TOSA, either in the TOSA format or the TOCAN format. and these are 25 GDMLs, 10 GDMLs, as well as 2.5 GDMLs. So DenseLight as a company, we are providing what are called platform agnostic laser solution. As the industry moves forward, the whole industry is moving from a discrete solution to a more hybrid integrated solution. But DenseLight as a company, since we provide laser chip at the die level, we are what we call, we support both conventional as well as customer specific chip packaging technologies. The three main approaches of packaging are really the direct detect, which are really the discrete ROSA or the TOSAs, the LMP solution, which is a laser module packaging solution, as you can see here, and then of course the direct flip chip, where we actually adapt our lasers to be compatible with the silicon photonic solution. So DenseLight is positioning itself as a platform agnostic laser white solution company. So what makes us platform agnostic? We have developed some IP over the last few years to develop what are called spot size converters for photonic integrated circuits that allow the laser to be flip chip onto any kind of photonics platform. And so that could be the silicon photonics platform, it could be an LMP platform, or it could be a POET interposer platform. And essentially our lasers can be adapted to any of these platforms. So we've demonstrated that and are in volume production for a 4-channel pin detector at 100 gigabits per second and compatible with a 400 gigabit per second detector. We have DFB lasers, CW, as well as the DML type lasers. We have gain chips, SOAs, and of course our traditional SLEDs. All can be adapted using some of the key enablers that we've developed over the last few years. Just from a end-to-end manufacturing perspective, DenseLight provides epitaxial growth, both from a design of the epi, of the quantum wells, as well as the growth. We have 2 MOCVD reactors that produces the quantum wells. And then, of course, we then take these epi wafers, we put our own design on top of these epi wafers, and then we fabricate them into lasers, forming the waveguide. So we have the full wafer fab process. And then, of course, we also have the ability to then singulate the die in our APT, what we call die production, that can do bar to die cleave, HR/AR coating, assembly, packaging, as well as burn-in and test. And of course, to enable all this, we have a new product development lab that's separate from our production environment that actually does the development work, and then we transfer it over to production. Just in terms of our complete product line, we have at the chip level, DFB chips, we have FP lasers, we have customized gain chips, and of course low DOP SLEDs, as well as semiconductor optical amplifiers. We also have packaged units, what we call modules, which are SLEDs in a butterfly package, both the 8-pin as well as the 14-pin. We also have fiber bright grating lasers, produce the Nairo line width lasers. We have ELEDs for the OTDR business and for optical channel monitoring. And then we have a higher end integrated light modules with drivers to produce the ultra narrow line width single frequency lasers, integrated box LEDs, programmable SLEDs, as well as an ASC box set. We service wavelengths anywhere from 1270 to 1690. So we have the capability. This is primarily indium phosphide based business. But we do have the capability to do gallium arsenide. So we can do some custom work for folks that are required. Our power ranges anywhere from 0.1 milliwatts to 50 milliwatts. Just to summarize, DenseLight, we were founded in year 2000. We were one of the first suppliers in the world to get SLED telecordia qualification. We kind of remain as one of the few independent indium phosphide foundries. Our real expertise is really to develop the product. So we have a pretty active R&D group and a pretty large R&D group, and then transfer it to manufacturing. We're one of the leading global manufacturers in the sensing business. We are one of top 2 SLED suppliers in the world. We have a global customer base in China, US, India, Japan, Europe, and Russia as being our main countries for doing business. We had a pretty significant growth over the last 3 years, and we continue to see good traction both in the sensing market as well as in the datacom market. We provide end-to-end manufacturing solutions. Our IP encompasses vertically integrated competencies in the area of design, assembly, test, and packaging, as well as box assembly to the system level assembly. Of course, we really respect our relationships with our customers, and then we like to provide what is called end-to-end flexible, on-time customized solutions for our customers to deliver really game-changing products for them. And then we operate around the world with over 150 plus customers worldwide. And really our vision is to become a world-class platform agnostic laser light solution. So as far as we're concerned, regardless of what solution our customers are providing, we are going to provide a laser solution for them, be it a direct discrete laser package or a flip chip compatible to their silicon photonics platform type laser, and then really be the catalyst and enabler for transforming the datacom and sensing markets. And then we are clearly ready and positioned to capture markets in the datacom, telecom, FOG, automotive LiDAR, distributed acoustics, gas sensing, wind LiDAR, and instrumentation markets. So that's kind of in a nutshell about DenseLight. And of course, I would appreciate any questions that are asked right now, and then invite you all to the DenseLight team room that is going to take place right after this presentation. So thank you very much.